Hello everyone and welcome to another timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at creativity deck in timeless format. So there's a few changes that I made compared to the last one. Quite a big one actually. As you may know, unless you have been living under the rock, we did get enemy fetchlands in timeless, and as you can see we have 4 copies of Scalding Tarn. Now, if you played creativity before, probably may have noticed that the mana base felt pretty terrible. But because now we have Scalding Tarn, our entire fetch lands can now fetch literally any lands in our deck, which is great. And what's also really nice is because now we have 4 copies of Scalding Tarn, that also supports mana drain a bit better. So previously mana drain felt a little bit awkward, kind of hard to cast sometimes. But hopefully with this change, I think mana drain actually might be playable, especially with 4 copies of Brainstorm. We're still lacking some blue source. We still only have 17 blue sources. But like I said, Brainstorm should be able to help you getting to another fetch land. We're also playing more fetch lands than usual. So hopefully with these changes, mana drain feels a lot better here. So thanks to that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Okay. Loris. Okay, Loris. Already feeling really great with the mana drain now that we have a Scalding Tarn in this deck. Feeling amazing. Let's just zap that. Just get that out of the way. My opponent has Surgical Extract, it seems like. Unless they're holding full control. For whatever weird reason. Surely that's not the case, right? What should I do? Should I counter this? Nah. Let's just get a Leyline Binding mana. Okay, Lightning Bolt was a great draw, by the way. I will mana drain this, I think. That is so broken. One mana Fable? Leave up a mana drain? Seems good. I guess we just do it again, right? We counter this, play Fable for 1 mana yet again. Right. Oh. But I can't play it. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Imagine if I could have played the Oko there, that would have been just game over, right? Yeah, I want to get rid of the Orcish Bowmaster here. They do let this go. Okay. Now we can play Oko. They're probably gonna realize that they made a tremendous mistake by.
I'll shear the wool from your eyes.
I'm pretty sure this game is probably
One look,
over.
and all your cares are gone.
Wow. So even just first game, Mana Drain feels amazing with Scalding Tarn. Because before, without the Scalding Tarn, we couldn't reliably get a blue source down. Yeah, already, like, it feels amazing. I am going to have a copy of a Sarah's Emissary just in case, like, opponent, like, Surgical Extract or something. It does kind of feel like they have Surgical Extract. Or I could play double Rest in Peace to make Surgical Extract not a problem anymore. Or I could just play both of them. Mana Drain in this deck is so sick. Mana Drain in this deck is just so sick. The question is, maybe it's actually Bolt? Maybe it's Spell Pierce, actually. Spell Pierce. This might be wrong, but I'm cutting a copy of a Brainstorm. Okay, fantastic. Frickin' fantastic. Yeah, they have a Surgical Extract again. Okay. I feel like I need to source the Deathray Shaman, don't I? Source the Deathray Shaman or Binding. Maybe I go for Binding first. Yeah, let's go for Binding first. Wait on the source for them to play a Death Shadow. Okay. I think we just go Fable here. Oh, they use the Fatal Push first here. Okay. Mana Drain. I feel like, honestly, I keep all these. I think we gotta pass. Assassin's Trophy. Okay, I'll Mana Drain this. So next turn we have Mana Drain plus Creativity. Okay. So we Creativity 2 times, and then leave up Mana Drain. Right? That's so busted. It's unfortunate we got double Aatroxa here. Rest in peace. Oko, creativity, brainstorm, wooded foothill. We don't want the Sarah's emissary. Rest in peace. Brainstorm, land, creativity. Okay, let's discard less, so let's not have a brainstorm. Okay, looks like they surrender. Yeah, it feels so nasty when you can get Indomitable Creativity off using the mana provided by the mana drain. Okay. Hopefully we keep drawing mana with this. It's a decent hand. It's a decent hand. Provided we draw another land next turn. Like a fetch land. I was gonna go with the Thundering Falls here. If they didn't have a discard spell. Yeah, that really sucks. Imagine if we could play our mana drain here. That would have been so sick. That would have been so sick. You know, provided we play 24 copies of lands in this deck. Hope we get a land next turn. That'd be amazing. Yikes. It's Steam Vent. So we still can't use Leyline Binding. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. So I guess they're taking out Minx Gamboo instead of the creativity. They would have actually lost here had we drawn a fetch land. 0 fetch lands in our top 11? Yeah, that sucks. We can still win if they don't have a removal spell. But wow. That was something else. That was something else. Okay, we'll have some rest in pieces in, force of vigor in, have some strike it rich, and I think that's about it. Spell pierces can go out. I'll cut a copy of a brainstorm. Yeah, maybe something like this. Sure. Probably get all the triomes. The rest. Grab that. Oko was an interesting draw, so I guess now we play that instead of playing the Bloodstained Mire. Of course, they have another Kozilek. Green would make discount the binding. Because I think I want to grab a Dwarven Mine with this. Yeah, just a classic Jund. Just play only discard spells until you lose the game kind of scenario here. Let me see here. Can I somehow get this Aatroxa down if I counter something big? So blue, blue. Green, white, blue. It's because it's a Dwarven Mine. I can't play it unless I draw. Darn. Yeah, we could have played it if we didn't have a Dwarven Mine here. Instead, something else. That feels awful. I shouldn't have also played this. I played this out of tilt, by the way. Okay, Brainstorm. Yeah, I shouldn't have played this at all, Dwarven Mine. I played this out of tilt. Oko. Does Oko even do anything? Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize, Cosmic, Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize. Just... Guess I'll die. Guess I'll die. Okay. Kind of an awkward hand, but I think I have to keep this. So this is a control deck. Dimir control. I feel like the name of the game here against a Dimir control deck is just to get land drops. Yeah. I think it's just to get land drops. I think I'll just play Brainstorm here. Nice, we got a Steam Vent. So we'll just make the land drops like this. Oh, they play Thoughtseize in Dimir Control. This is actually quite a surprise. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Because usually those decks don't want to take damage, right? We also don't have a green source, unfortunately. We don't have a green source, we don't have a white source. And we haven't found a Fetchland, despite us playing like 12 copies of Fetchlands. Which is also a bit bizarre. I wonder if they're actually a shadow deck because they play Thoughtseize. They have to respond to our mana drain with their mana drain. That's one less counter spell that we have to see. So as you can see, they have a Steam Vent, and the fact that they play Thoughtseize probably means that they are Death Shadow. Hibble. Interesting. My opponent tapped out, so... there's a couple things I can do. I mean, I could just straight up kill this now. By binding it.
Fight the good fight. actually fight all the fight. Magic? Look at us. We are tough. Ruin my fun. Let's play a little game.
Hopefully we draw another Fetchland. So we can mana drain and potentially like binding as well. So they only have 3 mana. That is kind of huge here.
We will never rinse because it's too tiny.
I think we have to go Steam Vent into a mana drain.
The brambles of truth twirl and curl, choking out lies.
Interesting. They also let it go.
Surely you must be famished.
Drown in the lock. Sure, that's fine. I mean, they still have to answer these planeswalkers, and Tybalt has a trouble answering planeswalkers.
Surely you can handle a little pain.
Basically, opponent is doing mission. Can I protect my Tybalt every single turn?
Always better. I invite you to change your ways. Share in my pain. You picked the fight with the wrong ranger.
Aatroxa. Can't cast it. We're missing white source.
Charge. One bite, and all your cares are gone.
So this is just a... Is this actually just a Dimir control deck that's playing Thoughtseize? Okay, I guess we lost now. Okay. That was a bit of an unfortunate game. Yeah, that was a bit of a crazy game. Crazy game. Soars or Bolt? Soars or Bolt? I guess Bolt is a little bit better. Yeah. We'll try something like this here. Okay. Double blue source. I don't really want to grab a green source right now. But we have the option to. Yeah, we have the option to. Got a bunch of Veil of Summers. I feel pretty protected. Just get the lands down first. Okay, that's a good card. That is a most good card. That is a really good card. So, I guess I'll just scry here. Dwarven Mine. How much do I care about this? And I go Mana Drain into Veil of Summer? Maybe it's actually good. They're gonna flash in Orcish Bowmaster, and then we Mana Drain into a Veil of Summer. Seems good. Then we can go Oko next. Short. Oh man, if we get an untapped land here, it's actually huge. Wait, Spell Pierce actually does it as well. That is also pretty huge.
Is absolute nonsense and absolutely true.
I think I'll just uptick.
It's not poison. Trust me.
Rest in Peace is also pretty huge. I wonder if I should Binding now. Shealdra's Edict? That's pretty good. Shealdra's Edict. It's a pretty good card. I'll probably just Rest in Peace into Spell Pierce if they have a dig. Since a lot of their cards seem like they really depend on it. Nice. It's a good one. So we don't have to worry about two of their cards anymore. Jace Reawakened.
The future the multiverse deserves. Yours.
Drown in the Lock. Do I wanna... I guess we do kind of want to draw into something right now. I'll do that next turn. Creativity. Okay. They do have a Valky out, which is a bit of, I guess we can have a Veil of Summer for the Valky. Red, 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 red. Okay, Mana Drain, Fable, Land, Oko, Creativity. Seems good. Bolt. I'll try to Veil of Summer this if they try to mine us. And if they have a counter spell, we can just Binding their Bolt. Looks like they don't have it. They have more than one Tybalt in their deck? Interesting. Pretty interesting.
I can't falter.
Ooh, we got a test of talent as well.
To another realm, I suppose.
Okay, so we go Oko.
I will invert
We have a mana drain up and a test of talent.
Surely you must be famished.
Lorien revealed. We can draw 3. Let's test up talent and look at your entire deck. Okay, so you play 3 copies of Jace, 2 spell pierces. They have a 1 pithing needle, 1 Sauron's ransom, and 2 dig through time. Dig through time is stuck in their hand. They have a drown in the lock, which is oh yeah, this deck also shuts down. Rest in Peace also shuts down drown in the lock as well. So Rest in Peace is actually really good. It shuts down 3 different cards, which is kind of insane.
Let's broaden your existence.
And it also shuts down Loris. Yeah, Rest in Peace is looking really good in this matchup. Double mana drain.
I invite you to change your ways.
Otawara. Sure. They still have Aatroxa. Fable, Mana Drain, Oko, Creativity. I guess we don't need Creativity anymore. We can even hardcast Aatroxa right now. Steam Vent. Another Steam Vent. What's going on? So this is mine, right? So we counter the mana drain. It's fine. They're dead next turn. They don't have mana.
Oh, trickery is just a hobby. Chaos.
They're fighting pretty hard. Okay. That was pretty good. Looks like our sideboard worked out pretty well there. Let's go again. Beautiful. Petting Needle immediately. We can just creativity that away as well if we wanted to. That's actually not the end of the world, right? We have ways to kill it. Ooh, we drew a steam vent. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. So the fact that they put a Jace into the graveyard probably means that they do have a Jace in their hand. Maybe I can bait out Orcish Bowmaster here? No, but we did find a Rest in Peace. Okay, let's what should I get rid of? Maybe a Creativity and a Fable? Okay. Let's pass. So they go with Jace again here. Looks like they have a counter spell as a backup. Let's say I mana drain this. They counter spell. Then I get a creativity down. Maybe it's like not bad here. Because they do tap out here. They let it go. Very curious. So they're respecting my Veil of Summer. My opponent's respecting my Veil of Summer. Interesting. Let's see how they respond to a Rest in Peace. Yeah, let's see how they respond to a Rest in Peace. Surely you don't want to get Rest in Peace 2 games in a row, right? Would be a shame. Look at how powerful Mana Drain is in this deck. Actually insane. Actually insane. Creativity. Another Oko. Binding. Mana Drain. And a land. Wait, I gotta discard 2 cards? That's a scam! Discard Oko. We don't need 2 Okos. Maybe a Bolt. I mean, that was insane. Dig through time. So they're trying to kill the Aatroxa here. I mean, we have another Aatroxa coming down, so... You know. And we can just Binding. I could even Binding here into a Pithing Needle. Binding, Pithing Needle. Or we could also make Skamboo. So many choices. Yes, so many choices here. Doesn't seem like they have... If I do this, I can't keep up a mana drain. Play around spell... I guess we have to play around the Spell Pierce.
Revel with your king, wild and sovereign and free.
Okay, we have a 3/3.
Surely you see the humor here.
So they have no Spell Pierce. That's 100% confirmed. What an interesting game. Yet another Drown in the Lock into a Soren's Ransom. Well, I guess if they want Drown... Sure. They took the Drown instead.
I think a little merriment is in
Okay, let's attack. Play the Fable. And we pass. Flash in Orcish Bowmaster. That's fine. We can always steal it. Okay. I think we will steal it. I like the idea of that.
Fairness? What a bizarre expectation.
And let's attack. I'm attacking first to generate another additional blue source here. So I can have double mana drain. I think we pass. I think we just win, right? Don't I just win? So we mana drain. They're probably gonna be like, okay, they used the mana drain, but we have another mana drain. Deja vu? I feel like I've seen this before. GG's. I think that's over. Wow, what a game. What a game that was. Alrighty, so I played 4 games. We went 3-1 with this deck. The game that I lost, as you can see, Thoughtseize, Kozilek, and then I just died. So after that loss, I went ahead and added 2 copies of Veil of Summer. Honestly, that game wasn't very interesting. It might have been interesting for my opponent because they were thinking a lot. But as you've seen from the 2 games that I've shown you, the Scalding Tarn makes Mana Drain so incredibly powerful in this deck. It's actually amazing. It is so amazing. I don't know what to say. Mana Drain into, I don't know, like Double Fable. We've also seen like Mana Drain play Rest in Peace to bait out a counter spell, and then we would still have enough mana to cast Indomitable Creativity. That was also pretty sick. There was also one time where we countered with a Mana Drain on our upkeep because they flashed in an Orcish Bowmaster, and I Mana Drained on upkeep, but because we got colorless mana on our main phase after we countered the Orcish Bowmasters, we had exactly enough mana to cast Indomitable Creativity for 2, getting past their removal spells. That was also sick. Like, this card with Fable and Creativity in this deck is just amazing. There was also one time where if I just didn't draw a Dwarven Mine, we could have even gone turn 4 Aatroxa. So, a lot of potentials with the mana drain in this deck. Last time I played it, it was a bit clunky because we didn't have a Scalding Tarn, but now we do, so it feels amazing. But I won't lie, the game that I lost was due to a color screw. So there's definitely gonna be games where you're gonna get color screwed, especially if you draw a lot of white mana cards early with green mana cards. Like if you draw, so these are the kind of bombs that you want to avoid, right? Landmines that you want to avoid. If you draw like very colorful hand with Source to Plowshare, Mana Drain, Ming's Gambu, or Oko in your hand, this is actually technically a landmine because not only do you need a white source on turn 1, but you need a blue source on turn 2, double blue source on turn 2, and you also need a green source on turn 3. So unless you draw exactly 3 fetch lands, it's probably not gonna fly, you know? Okay, maybe not Source to Plowshare, maybe Leyline Binding, right? This could be a bomb. As in landmine that you don't want to step into, right? Because you could get color screwed unless you have a really, really amazing hand. Yeah, so those are the kind of changes that I made. I think Veil of Summer is incredibly necessary, especially going forward into Modern Horizon 3. There's going to be a lot of scams. If you thought Thoughtseizing into Kozilek into another Thoughtseize was bad, well, you're going to feel it after Modern Horizon 3. You might even want to go up on Veil of Summers. Veil of Summer is an incredible card versus them, so there's a good chance we might want to go up on Veil of Summer going forward. If you think the Strike It Rich is a little bit weird, this is a tech versus Blood Moon. So we have this going, plus a copy of a Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor is a bit weird because we only have, as you can see, Aatroxa, Oko, and Ming's Gambu to pitch into. You're probably gonna want to rely on the Strike It Rich, and then hopefully Strike It Rich into Indomitable Creativity, into, you know, perhaps getting a Force of Vigor and Oko. Or the thing about the Strike It Rich is you can do it twice because it has flashback. So you could also generate some mana, cast the Leyline Binding as well. So that's the reason for why we don't see a single basics in our deck. Obviously pretty greedy, but that's just the kind of deck this is. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Mana Drain was amazing, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.